trade, I got the backup. And I don't think that you could say the same. Now I got the same habits that you do, but I break them. I don't think that I should stay around and let you waste my time. I got an Apex account, baby, no pressure on the NQ. If I overtrade, I got the backup. And I don't think that you could say the same. Now I got the same habits that you do, but I break them. I don't think that I should stay around and let you waste my time. Brady move, Brady move, Brady move, Brady move. Now if you worked in construction, baby, and you did what you did, you get your ass fired, no doubt about it. And if you worked in electric, baby, and you did what you did, you get your ass shot, no doubt about it. And I don't think you really understand all the different ways that you can mess up your plan. You don't need to overtrade to move your stop. That's strategy, that's a response. And I got the same habits that you do, but I break them. I don't think that I should stay around and let you waste my time. Brady move, Brady move, Brady move, Brady move.
That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Hard Hat Trading. It's your host, Tom Terry, and welcome back to the morning show. How we feeling out there? Funded accounts, funded accounts, funded accounts. My funded futures take profit, Lucid, Tradify, Apex. How we doing? 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 Okay. I see some profits. I see some drawdowns. It's all good, it's all good. Let's go ahead and kick this off with today's affirmation. Repeat after me. I will not trade after hours. I will not trade after hours. I will not trade after hours. Let's get into today's program. Repeat the process daily. Repeat the process daily. Repeat the process daily. Repeat the process daily. My job site game was like M&Q. Kept it simple, just come in and do the work I was supposed to do with them red bricks. Keeping the game lit, not in a rush to scale. My rate stays the same, kid. My routine was just like my job site. Check my levels and use risk management when the time's right. Stagger contracts and watch my account grow. And keep my powder dry so I'm ready when it goes like. Repeat the process daily. Repeat the process daily. Repeat the process daily. Repeat the process daily. At my best, I'm feeling like GC. Every day I go home with a profit on 3. My next trade like my last trade. Trade my setup, take my money, then vacate. Gold bricks, I stack those on the job. Scalping like a union mason, it ain't hard. Funded account, funded job site. Account on 10 with a trade entry that's airtight. Repeat the process daily. Repeat the process daily. Repeat the process daily. Repeat the process daily. Daily. Daily.
Looking at the image, all about the project, verse.
Process verse, profit follow. How many times I gotta tell you? No BNL, no BNL. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? No BNL. Look at the process, follow the process. When you follow the process, profit follow. Process verse, profit follow. Process verse, 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 profit follow. Looking at the MNQ, follow the trend, what is the trend? Higher highs, higher low, lower high, lower low. When you see those trend line break, follow it, follow it. Build your account like infrastructure sales. MNQ, Miami, MGC. Build your account like infrastructure. Funded account, baby. Funded account, my funded futures. APEC. Funded account, baby. Funded account, take profit trader, lose it, trader 5. Funded account, baby. Funded account, follow your risk rules. Follow your risk rules. Process verse, profit follow. 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 Profit follow. Process verse, profit follow. Process verse, profit follow. Profit follow. Process verse, profit follow. Process verse, profit follow. Process verse. Process verse. Process first, profits follow. Process first, profits follow. Process first, profits follow. Process first, profits follow. We put the process over profits. Execute the plan and lock it. Ain't emotional, we stop it. When I grunt, we're done, it's toxic. 102 trades in a day, then clock it. Smooth daily loss, no panic, we crop it. Low-key silence and subtle like topics. Work the hard ahead, trading, we on it. MQ, GC, and still M2K and my MS is real. We take profit and scale, it's a deal. Lucid trade if I feel the appeal. Process first, profits follow. Process first, profits follow. Process first, profits follow. Process first, profits follow. Process or profit. Process or profit. Process or profit. Process or profit.
trader of the charge. Honor thy process before thy profit. He ain't trader of the charge. Honor thy process before thy profit. He ain't trader of the charge. Honor thy process before thy profit. Yeah. I'm sitting back thinking like it's not about the money, it's about the love, about the process. Love what you do, the money you come. Look, yo, see, I know it's all about the process. Sticking to the rules, I ain't breaking out the box yet. I know this the big conflict. All the drawdown like I'm processed. Feeling like my trade journals like a law text. Fibonacci cut the levels, got the charts prepped. I'm trading futures like I haven't lost yet. I'm in the drawdown, still like keeping sauce fresh. Got my account funded with Apex, got funded with Lucid, Chase Route the trader. I funded futures and Trainify. I'm going live and I still don't change the way I freight it. I'm in my process, sticking to the rules. I ain't breaking out the box yet. I know this could be complex. All the drawdown like I'm processed. Feeling like my trade journals like a lawn text. Fibonacci pivot level, got the jaws sprout. I'm trading futures like I haven't lost yet. I'm in the drawdown, feel I keep the sauce fresh. Got my accounts funded with Apex, got funded with Lucid. Take drives and trading. My funded futures and Tradify. I'm going live and I still don't change the way I trade it. I'ma stay disciplined. I'ma stay disciplined. I'ma stay disciplined. I'ma stay disciplined. Honor that process before that profit. Honor that process. Before that profit. Honor that process. Yo, I gotta stay disciplined. Got no limit like a Master P, like I'm Timberland. I might be like 50 when I'm dealing with my syndicate. I'm trading all these instruments. The MZC still with mom, M2K, MAQ. Feeling like the man when I'm standing in my truth. And I got the funded accounts, all the accolades would take profit, trader and Tradify. Losing my funded futures, I could brag for days, but I'm focused on the process, all the massive gains. Getting cooked, man, I know I gotta stay in the kitchen. Cooked like a filet when you mixing with fishing. I'm like I'm Metro cause I'm never gonna miss it. Got my Apex funded, I'ma stay in position. Gotta stay in the kitchen. Cupped like a filet when you mixing with fishing. I'm like young Metro cause I'm never gonna miss it. Got my Apex funded, I'ma stay in position. I'ma stay disciplined. I'ma stay disciplined. I'ma stay disciplined. Honor that process before that profit. Honor that process before that profit. Honor that process before that profit.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
Trade in haste, let out our hand, click the trade in haste. Check the lines on the chart, I see you set up. M&Q hit the V, well up, now it's time to double up. ES hit the 200, all I do is hold the line. Cause it can go up or down like a cosine. MGC got the job, gave a 10-point gain. Then we hit the target, trying to test a 20 gain. And we moving on up to the sky, doubled up the lot size. Now it's time to ride, got the first take, profit from Tradify. Got the second
Order filled.
from my funded futures, I'm the take profit trader. And I'm coming for you, and I'm coming for ya. You know I'm coming for you. Then I take the trade from Lucid, right to Miami. That's another 200, that's the daily again. Apex take profits, I don't know where to begin. But all I know is, baby, we winning. Let not down here, click the trade in haste.
Stop filled.
Set up patience and trading. M2K, M&Q, ES, still mob. M2K, M&Q, ES, still mob. Hard hat trading, funded accounts. Hard hat trading, funded accounts. Take profit, trader, Lucid, Tradify. Take profit, trader, Lucid, Tradify. Let not down hand, click the trade in haste. Wait for the right setup, patience and trading. Let not down hand, click the trade in haste. Let not down hand, click the trade in haste. 2K seal, that's 4 to 5 a trade. Let me show you how it feels. I get in at the right time. I got the holy grail, now I gotta trade it. But I don't chase the thrill, cause I get that shit regardless. Baby, I know the drill. All I do is be patient and wait for the right deal. Just sit back and chill like you waiting for a meal. But you gotta know the feels when it starts to consolidate. It's getting ready. Patience is the key, my baby. Patience is the key. If you know the trade, then you know the entry. I'm the captain of the ship. All I do is stick.
All right. Another beautiful day. So we had PPI, and we had a little bit of a dip here. Alright, so let's see exactly where it is we're looking at here. Alright, so let's look at to see what happened yesterday, and then we'll have an idea of what's going on today and what our targets could be. So yesterday I was looking for some shorts, and I had target 1 and target 2 right over here indicated. Now we can get rid of that. And we can get rid of this as well. But this area right here of the 950s did prove to be a beautiful bounce area to the upside, as we can see right here. Let me extend this, and as we can see, yesterday we had the push up, and then we had the retest, and we had the support right there with the continuation, which was buttered baby. Alright, so now what are we looking for this morning? I'm in an options trade. I'm in an options trade at where my target 1 was at. So right around here I have an option, and I'm looking for the market to hold in this area right now. But what I need to see happen, I need to see it come back into this yellow zone. As of right now, it's becoming rejection. We need to turn this into support. If we could turn this back into support, then we can look to see if we can get this range trade down from the 250s up to the 380s. So that's like about 130 point range right here. If we can get up there. As of right now, we're rejecting. So let's see if we can get there into market open, or if this is going to be the high. If this could be the rejection area into market open, and then this will be the area that we're going to have to get over. You see, we're rejecting as of right now. Okay, let's see if we can get a nice solid candle on the 5 minute, and if we get the confluence to get over the EMA, by then the trade would be too late. So let's see if we can get a confirmation candle in here on the 5 minute, and then maybe get a retest back at these 950s, potentially to take an entry. I did indeed pass my take profit account yesterday, the 75K. I have a rule where I like to take a day and not activate it. So I'm not gonna activate it today, but let me see. We can take a look at it. Hold on a second here. Let me log into the account. Take profit trader. Let me put my authorization code in, and as we can see, we're trying to push into this yellow zone and hold. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, there's a TPT score now, huh? Coming soon? Okay, cool. I'll take it. Alright, so here we go. I think I can show this. Okay, perfect. here we go. This is my account, Tristan Lamore. Congratulations, you passed your trading combine. I traded 6 days. I reached my target of 4,500. My biggest day couldn't be more than, my biggest day couldn't be more than 50%, which was $1,509. And let's look to see how I performed. The first day, May 4th, I did 1128. Second day, 766. Third day, 1,500. Fourth day, 500. The fifth day, I did 131. And yesterday, I did 574, taking this account balance to 79,600. So this is passed. I'm not going to activate it, but I can activate it. Let me just take a look over here. Okay, we're still trying to hold that area. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah, I can't show. Okay, here we go. Yeah, and also they haven't even applied my credit yet, so I'm in no rush. But as of right now, we're rejecting this area, which is not good. But I also have my other 4, so now this is what I have left to trade. I have my 4 take profit accounts here. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 450Ks that I got on a 50% deal. So we'll be looking to trade that today. Looking to see if it's possible we can add a couple more hundred to it. And just to finish the housekeeping, I also have my PA account right here, my 250K. I'm up 3,700. Haven't taken any trades on it just yet. Just waiting to see what the market is going to present after market open. So we have about another 40 minutes until market opens. So we'll go over these charts, see if we can get a proper setup. As of right now, we're getting that rejection on the NASDAQ, which is beautiful. I mean, it's not really beautiful because I do have an options contract long somewhere around here, possibly here at the 29,080s. So it would be nice if we at least got back in this range, because I'm up on the contract, but I like to close out for market open. So if we can push up and at least trade in this range for the day, I'll be content with that. Anything down here, this is what we have to start looking for. Let's see here. Well, let's go over yesterday's movement. Right, so we had this push up into here. This was the highs of the morning, which is also highs of the day. Hold on a second.
Let not thine hand click the trade in haste. For patience revealeth the true entry. Deep breath. Stay present. Yeah, deep breath, stay present. Let not thine hand click the trade in haste. For patience, reveal it, the true entry. Deep breath, stay present.
Time between trades is sacred.
To find that optimal entry. Let not thine hand click the trade in haste. For patience, reveal it, the true entry.
Deep breaths, stay present.
Let not thine hand click the trade in haste. For patience, reveal it, the true entry.
Deep breaths, stay present.
Time between trays is sacred. To find that optimal entry.
Alright, I had to take care of this phone call. But this isn't looking good now. We're getting more rejection. We are getting more rejection. Let's look at this on the 2 minute. Yeah, this is bear flagging. Look at this. We're gonna have some problems today. We are going to have some problems today. Alright, I'm thinking about taking some shorts on this account here. I'm liking this bear flag. If we can get a little pullback, I'm gonna start to take some shorts. You see, I shouldn't. It should just market me in. Why does it have me in 4 contracts? We're getting out. I'm not in my group trade. Alright. We make a mistake like that, we gotta take a chill pill. Yeah, I don't do well when I have a technical difficulty, and that's like a instant trigger for tilt for me. So with that said, we aren't taking this trade. We're gonna take about a 5-minute break at minimum before we take any trades. But that was the pullback that I was looking for to getting on the short. So we'll just watch this, potentially targeting new lows. So with that said, now let's just take a look at the charts and see what we can find on all of these indices. Let's start with the NASDAQ. So we were here, we were looking at the highs of yesterday. So now we're trading below the highs of yesterday. We have the close right here of the 29,160s. And clearly we have the lows right here. We have the morning drop. and followed by this pop, and then we have this support level right here, which I'm going to say is pretty important. And I got this range right here. If we go back, that comes from this high. It was actually this whole zone from the 977s down to the 944s. The 944s was this high, and then the 977s is this high. I have this in the middle. Let's see. Oh, because of these candles right here. But we can just engulf this whole zone. Alright, so that's pretty much our zone that we're looking for. So if you pull back, and as we can see here, we did pull back here, but at first it was trying to have support on this top area. It pulled back, and now it's trying to have support down here at the 950s, and then on the way up, once again we have support right here at the 974s, and then it continued up. It continued up with some bull flags. We have a bull flag there, and then started heading up. We have a little bit of support here at the 29,100s, and we pull back, finding some support right here at this high. And then pretty much all this was the lows of the pre-market, and it continued up. So it looks like we need to hold up above the pre-market lows, which was this rejection forming a bull flag, which was this pullback area. So this seems to be the most important area for the morning. It's already bad enough that it couldn't hold in this yellow zone. So if we break the pre-market lows, then we're gonna potentially be looking at retesting this area of the 28,950s. So that's about 150 points. That's about 100 points. So that would be a good short to the downside. This trade right here, if we get there. Now, if we're looking for longs, we're gonna have to see if we can break into this yellow zone. Let me just move this to the left now, out of the way. But we know we need to break back into this yellow zone. If we can't break back into this yellow zone, then I wouldn't be looking for longs. Potentially, we can possibly look for a long here at the pre-market lows to see if we get some support here. Let me see if that holds, and we can possibly target either the close or possibly these wicks right here. We have this wick, so this was this rejection point which turned into support. So we don't have to target, we don't have to be greedy and target all of this. We can just target possibly, I would say, the close of yesterday, which brings us right into this area right here. So this area was this high, which also turned into some support. So not being greedy, that would be the target right there. Entry, possibly right here, seeing if we can hold these pre-market lows. So we have one trade to the long side, we have one trade to the downside, and I'll stop to the downside right there. So to the upside, we're looking at a 7.5 risk to reward, and to the downside, we're looking at a 7 risk to reward. So these are pretty decent trades. Even to the downside, if we didn't want to target the bottom of this zone, we wanted to target the top, then we'd probably be looking at a 5R. Yeah, we're looking at a 5.25R trade, which is good as well. So we'll just keep it like that, not to be greedy. As of right now, beautiful. We got the market pushing up back into the yellow zone. Let's see if that can hold. Let's see if that can hold. All right, so we have our game plan. So now to the upside, if we're in this zone, clearly then our trade going along would consist of seeing if we can have support here at the 260s and just trading in this range. Not being greedy, just trading right here in this range. Our risk possibly right there, giving a little bit of room. And this is about a 4R trade, which is nice as well. Okay, let's get rid of this. And I'll lighten this yellow up so that it doesn't. There we go, we'll keep it like that. We know that that's the zone. Okay, so we have our trade to the downside, we have our trade to the upside. Right now, it looks like it's trying to hold, just need to potentially get a retest. If we could possibly get a retest here and a hold, then that would be nice. But so far so good, and it's holding up against the EMA. And let's just look in accordance with VWAP. Okay, so now it's hitting up against VWAP. Let's see if VWAP becomes rejection or not. Okay, so now let's move forward and let's look at the ES. Let's see what the ES has to offer. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. Let's do a recap from yesterday. Mark out the highs, mark out the lows, and see how it goes. Okay, so I had this gap fill area indicated, and this trade worked out beautifully. This long, look at that. Even the stop. I wasn't watching ES yesterday though, but now let's look to see. I mean, what we would like to see. I mean, the ES, it hit the double top, right? So we got the double top and a rejection. That's first and foremost. Caught the double top, got the rejection. We have these highs, we have these highs. Those highs, these highs became a rejection area, and then it became a support area, and then became another support area right here. Right, we have support. We have support here, and we have support here. It would be nice if we get a little bit more pullback and get another retest into this 411 area. If we can get a retest into this 411 area, then we could potentially take a long. Because based off of yesterday's price action, we opened. Let's see. We opened at 9:30, about right here, and then we took that straight dip into this gap fill and these highs right here. That became support, and then we had a nice run up into the afternoon, and then we pull back for support right here. So if we can get a pullback for support here again at the 411s, then we could potentially take a long. I don't know if I would be targeting highs. I'll probably just be targeting this next zone of the previous high, the previous all-time high. And possibly just trailing it at that point. But that would be the trade. What we'll do, we'll set an alert right here in case we get that pullback. And I'll stop. Our logical stop. We can make it below these wicks right here. Alright, so that's a 3R trade, which is decent. The NASDAQ is sitting well in that zone right now, which is beautiful. Okay, to the downside, we would have to reject this area, so it would be the inverse trade, but to the downside, so that would look like, actually it won't be the inverse, but this would be To the downside, we'll be looking at a short, and I'll be targeting not all the way down here. I'll probably be targeting right here. So just a quick trade to the downside. So that's another 3-yard trade. So we have a 3-yard trade to the upside. We have a 3-yard trade to the downside. And the logical stop for here. Entries right there. Yeah, I think that's a good stop right above these wicks right here. Alright, so we have those 2 trade ideas for the ES. Let's look at the NASDAQ, see how it's moving. The NASDAQ is moving beautifully. Let's go to the 2-minute. Yeah, we got that confirmation. We got that confirmation candle, and it's moving nicely to the upside. This is yesterday's high right here. And that's where it's rejecting right now. I think I want to move this high. I mean, we have the support there, so it is relevant, but we also have this other area right here. We have all of these highs. Actually, you know what I can do? Actually, here, this is what I'm thinking. I think that we can drop this because we have rejections here, support here, rejection here. Yeah, I like this a little bit better. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at oil. Oil is at 102. Holy shit. Let's go to the 30-minute. Let's take a look at oil's action yesterday. So I have this area as importance because we have a shitload of support and resistance in this area, and we can see yesterday actually, yeah, so that was Monday, we pulled back, and then Tuesday we have rejection at this point, which is exactly what we're going to right now. So we get a rejection at this area of the 103.24s. We get some rejection. We also get a rejection here at the 102. So this whole range that I have more green, and that's more green going back from these highs and these highs. And then it became support, and then it rejected, and then it became rejection and rejection and rejection yesterday. And so now today, that's where we're running into. So in order for us to take a long, it needs to break this rejection zone and turn it into support. If it can do that, then we can start looking at taking some longs. But as of right now, it's definitely rejecting.
Target price flips then drops, hard jump for a moment, still hand same stops, trail not trigger happy, journal sits right at me, right truth not fantasy, cold stats they back me, mess micro size.
I don't know how I feel about taking a long or a short right now on this.
Payout stack higher, but I trade like I'm broke, discipline my choir, lucid in the playlist, charts on grayscale.
And we have this trend line. If it can break the trend line and reject at the same time, giving some kind of confluence, then we can start to look for some downside. How's this looking in relation to VWAP? Alright, it's sitting above VWAP. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. Yeah, we'd have to get this to reject this 102 zone, break the trend line, break VWAP to the downside, and at that point we have like triple confluence, and then we can take a trade to the downside, and that trade would consist of we can target this support, this rejection area, so this would be our target, and our risk have to be somewhere around there. So we're looking at about a 3R trade, which would be good. So I have an alert here. I'll keep this alert, and I'll see what happens if we can get if this rejection manifests, or if we get a break to the upside. If we get a break to the upside, then what I'd be looking for is to turn this into support, and if we can get that, then I potentially be looking to take a long. So I'm gonna put another alert here to the upside. Let's see which triggers. Alright, so we have a strategy to the downside, we have a strategy to the upside. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ again. Where is it at? Okay, so we rejected yesterday's highs. It's still rejecting yesterday's highs. If we can get a pullback, possibly right here at the 264s, that'll be a good area for a nice cheap long. 9:14, market opens in another 15 minutes. Let's take another look. Let's look at Bitcoin. I've been interested in taking a trade on Bitcoin. Oh wow, Bitcoin actually just hit my level. Ooh, I might have missed my entry. This is I missed this alert. This is exactly why I was waiting for an entry to go long, and this is why, because of the structured trades. Right now, Bitcoin has been, not even right now, I'm gonna say possibly for the past, here we go, here's all the structures. Right, we have structure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're in structure 6. And this has been happening since April 1st, since the market's been on the bullish spree. But people have been sleeping on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin has been doing this beautiful structure. Yeah, take a look. The structure is created when it breaks above and it pulls back, providing perfect entry. So that's structure 1. This pulls up into structure 3, pulls back into structure 2, providing a beautiful entry. So we got structure 2. This pulls into structure 4, pulls back, providing a beautiful entry for structure 3. Right, from structure 3. Then we pull into structure 5, pull back, providing the beautiful entry from structure 4. Pulls into structure 6. Now look at that, pull back. Right, we got to pull back here. But I wasn't sure if this was showing the top of structure 5, or if this was showing the top of structure 5, because look at that. Let's move this real quick. Let's move this alert. Look at that. Look at these highs. Look at these highs. Making contact with these lows, so then the structure would be like this, and this structure would have formed here. That's a nice cheap trade to the upside. I might take this on my personal account. Actually, I'm not even saying that I think I will. I'm gonna take it right now, because that risk with this potentially breaking into the next structure, structure 8. Ooh. Let me take this trade now. Nice cheap trade. And potentially hold that for days. hold on. Let me set this up.
Look, up at 529, charts on glow, I'm locked in time. Coffee cool, but the plan on fire. Wrist so small, but the dream climb higher. Micro on deck, that MNQ. Funded logins, pulling up that Q. Take profit, lucid, hit that screen. Green last week, but today stay clean. GC gold tick, seal, silver slide. M2K wiggle, my M slow ride. Every line measured, ruler in my hand. If it don't fit rules, I don't press send. Stop, lost placed, I don't drag that line. Price tap out, I respect that sign. Flicker of red, feel it hit my chest. Then I breathe, hit close, that's part of the test. Take the loss like a man, stick to the plan. I don't move that stop, I don't chase that chance. I got stats
Alright,
on my
beautiful.
side, that's where I stand. Red
Alright, let me see how much am I risking on this trade.
loss like a man, stick to the plan. Trust that is, let
Let me just see.
dance. I got faith in the grind, not a single
See where I put my stop at.
process, been more than a lucky event. First
So
year, hurt,
currently I
every
have my
tick
stop
felt raw.
at 799.
Hard on the floor, clicking in fear, dragging lines in sand.
So I have my stop right here. And my entry is right here. Alright, so I'm risking about, I have 2 contracts, I'm risking about $100. Alright, cool. I'm down. I'm okay with that. If I move my stop down here, giving it a little bit more room, I'm risking $200. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. Alright, let's see. I'll hold that for a couple of days. This will be a more of a long term. It's not gonna be a scalp. Alright, so moving forward, market opens in 10 minutes. How's NASDAQ doing? You know what I haven't looked? Oh, so NASDAQ is still rejecting yesterday's highs. So, but it is in the range, which is beautiful. So let's see if we can break above. Let's look at silver. I haven't looked at silver in a while, but silver has been moving nice. Silver look like it's been stepping up as well. Look at these steps. We have a step here. We have one here.
Funded accounts like keys on a ring. Take profit.
We have another one here, like a break in the retest. This actual break in the retest happened here. Broke, retest, rejected, and then it became support right here.
M&Q loaded. Fingers stay calm, I don't chase candles. I just follow the plan. Yeah. Up before London, screens glow blue.
I'm gonna have to clean the silver chart. I'll do this on my spare time. I don't really see a clean setup, and these lines are kind of fucking my eyes up. But we have these highs. Let's look at the 4 hour. Let's do a top down. Okay. And then we have these highs, we have these highs. We can get rid of this. Let's just get rid of these real quick. So we had this high here, turn into rejection, and then turn into support right here. So it was rejection. So it rejected here. It rejected here. And look right here, turn it to support. That's nice. And this is a major area right here, because this was the first area from when we had this whole run up that we had that pullback. We had the pullback, it retested, rejected, it broke above, held that support, ran up, broke down, tried to hold that support, rejected, tried to hold up, rejected, consolidation, rejection, another rejection right here, rejection, and now we just held that support. Oh, this is huge. When did this happen? Was that yesterday? Alright, so that was yesterday at 8 a.m. So this is looking good to the upside. Let's see. So we have these highs right here. That could be the next target. Let's go into the 30 minute. I want to look at this area right here. So we have these highs turn into support. So these rejections turn into support, turn into rejection. So it looks like this could be the next area. Just might have this get in the way at first, but then what do we have here? Okay, so we have these highs, this support. So how much meat is on this bone? And this is exactly where it's rejecting. So if it could break above, then this would be the next area first. Alright, well, let's see if we can break above. So let's see if we can get a nice structured game plan with these candles. Get something bullish, like a bull flag or a pullback long, which we just got right there. Do you see these pullback? Look at oh shit! Look, this is beautiful. Look at that support. Held up right there. Held up right here. Held up right here. And now it's trying to move up. This was the pullback that we needed. Shit, just missed it. So now, what are we looking for? What are we looking for? We missed it. This was it. It was this pullback. This pullback here, and targeting the 89s. Yeah, unfortunately we missed it. But pretty much if we could break these highs, we'd be targeting these 89s right here. 89.1s. But if we can somehow get a pullback to the 86.26, actually it has 86.2, then we would consider taking a long. So what I'll do, I'll just put an alert here. See if we can get this pullback. Alright, 9:27, market opens in 3 minutes. So now let's just take a look at the markets. So we're looking at the ES, we're looking at the NASDAQ, We're looking right now on the 5. Let's go to the 2-minute chart. I'm not inclined to take any trades, especially none on my PA. Possibly I'll take something on my take profit accounts, but we're just gonna take our time. Market opens in 3 minutes, so let's see what happens then.
Inconsistency there, he scrolled real fast, like it wasn't quite fair. Screenshot saved, he posted online, thread full of caps, man, they stole what's mine. But deep in the dock online, 42, every move he made was already in view. Should've read the rules, yeah, you should've read the rules. You can't fight a line you never even knew, dude. Oversized the wind, broke the tide, he grew. Should've read the rules, should've read the rules, should've read the rules. Every firm got a lens on you. Profit, lucid, trade a 5-2, Apex, checking what you do, should've.
Alright, still rejecting yesterday's highs. ES looks like it wants to pull back a little. Let's zone out. Market's open. We had that push. Alright, we got the pullback. I just got in long on two contracts. Looking to see if that holds. Okay. Out on one, looking for a bit of a push up, not getting it. Out on both. Let's look to see what happens. I'm currently down $50. Okay, pushing down a little bit more. This is looking a little weak. You know what, we'll stay with micros, but it is looking weak, but not seeing. Okay. Okay, there goes the pullback I'm looking for. Okay, more pullback. I'm gonna take a short here. Okay, taking a short. cheap trade. Just looking for a quick rejection. Let's see if we get it. Moving to, yeah, this is not the rejection I wanted to see. I wanted to see more. Okay. Let's see what we get. It still look like it wants to reject. Let's just give it a second and see. It didn't make new lows, so let's see, is it gonna break the morning, yesterday's high? Pushing up into the yellow zone, trying to hold up. Hasn't made a decision yet, so I'm going to size in with micros and then just put a stop here. Kind of rejecting. Okay. Down 94. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break here. That was three scalps. None of them worked out for me, so I'm gonna take a chill. It's only 9:34. There's plenty of time in the market. Let's allow this to make a decision. Look like it's rejecting. Okay, look like it's rejecting now. Okay, look like it's trying to reject. More rejection. Okay, we get more rejection. New lows. And now a bounce up. Swept the lows. Are you gonna push up now? Okay, look like it's trying to sweep the lows. Okay, got a push up. is it sucking in the bias for more lows? It looks like it is. Okay, look like more lows. We have more lows incoming. Yeah, it's rejecting. Alright, so it looks like shorts are in play now. Yeah, shorts are in play. Let me close this contract out. Yeah, we're closing it. Okay, the ES is at the level I said I wanted to look to see if we can take a long. But I'm not seeing any strength. It will be a cheap trade. I'm going to take a long on the ES. I took a long on the ES, seeing if that's going to be lows for the morning. If not, I got my stop at the 409s. Here we go. Now the NASDAQ look like it wants to hold up. Yes, it's holding up. There we go. Okay, NASDAQ is pushing up now. Look like I sold my options contract too soon, even though I got it was in the money. But now we're butting up against the bottom of the zone. Let's see if we can break above. If we can break above, I'll potentially be looking for longs. Looking to make this play out. Right now it's rejecting. Okay, trying to push up. Getting a little rejection. Okay, rejecting. I'm just trying to get my orders set. Okay, rejecting. Okay, as of right now, it's rejecting. Okay, trying to push up now. And reject it again. Still rejecting. I want to see if it could break into it, and then maybe get a retest. Rejecting. The ES trade is looking good. That trade I'm still in. I'm looking for a breakout, but I'm not getting it on the Nasdaq. Still early. Now the ES is rejecting. Nasdaq is looking a little more weak now. The ES is starting to look weak. Damn. I was long a micro and of ES, and I went short a mini of Nasdaq. I wonder if that's a violation. I have to check that out. I have to ask chat. According to Take Profit Traders rules, is it a violation to go short a micro of ES and long a mini of NASDAQ?
No, that wouldn't typically be a violation. Take Profit Trader is generally concerned with your overall risk, consistency, and adherence to their daily loss limits, not whether you're long one market and short another.
Yes, they are. Can you please check?
I wasn't able to.
What about the CME rules for hedging and violations?
The CME doesn't prohibit hedging between indices like that either. In fact, hedging different correlated instruments like ES and NQ is common. The key is to stay within risk parameters set by your prop firm.
So what is a violation?
A violation usually means you've broken a rule that could put your evaluation or funded account at risk.
No, what is a hedging violation specific? Like, can you go long NQ and short MNQ at the same time?
That That would typically be fine. Hedging going long one instrument and short a related one is not inherently a violation.
Oh my god, you know what you're talking about, bro. Can you please search this online?
Take profit traders rules allow you to be long one market and short a different market, but they prohibit opposite positions on the same or closely correlated contracts. For example, you can't be long and short the same or related futures like ES and MES at the same time across your accounts. Essentially, you need to ensure you're not hedging in a way that creates opposite trades on the same instrument. So check carefully before entering trades, especially when managing multiple accounts.
So I can be long MNQ and short NQ.
Yes, you can. MNQ and NQ are different size contracts on the same index, but prop firms usually only prohibit being both long and short on the same specific instrument.
All right,
As long
thanks.
as you're following size and risk rules, that combination long MNQ, short NQ is generally allowed.
All right, so I'm up 300 on these accounts now.
If you're managing multiple accounts,
I'm not talking to you anymore. Yeah, this sell-off is continuing. I'm glad I closed that contract for a little profit, because now if we go to this bad boy, so this is what we're trading. This might actually be the support area. I'm looking to see how I have that trade idea in place. So we're getting that pullback. It just looks dangerous to step in front of, but I will step in front of it with my it's too late to step on. Yeah, it's too late to do it now. Just missed it. I still have my funded futures account that I haven't traded, and I would love to take that trade. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, just missed my entry, and there it goes. Yeah, it's going now. Yeah, now it's going. Okay, now we're getting some pullback. Yeah, I missed it. That would have been a nice push up though. Okay. I don't look like it's not done, huh? Doesn't look like it. Look like it wants to give some more. Yeah, it looks like it. And target hit. That was beautiful. That trade would have worked out so beautifully, but the fill just wasn't there. Okay, pushing up a little bit more now. Okay, let's see what happens here. Alright, just broke above yesterday's close. Let's see if we can get some more upside. ES is actually rejecting the 410s. Alright, getting a little bit more of a push up now. Let's see what happens in this area. We have to get this back in the box. This is not bullish yet unless we get it back in the box. This could be a rejection area right here. I'd be careful here. This is actually be a perfect rejection area. Okay, the ES is trying to push back in. NASDAQ is trying to push. Let's see if we can get it back in this yellow box. Okay, I'm pushing up. I think I'm gonna try to take a long here. I'm taking a long here, seeing if we can get a nice push up now. I'm liking this. See if we can get a push up at least to the 238s. Okay, look like it's struggling here. Okay. This is that rejection I said to watch out for. Okay, there it goes. Yep, there it is. We didn't make it up to the 238s. I was quickly stopped out. Okay, look like shorts are back in play. NA trying to hold up above yesterday's close. ES is trying to hold up. We're getting a little bit of a fight here. Let's see which side wins. Alright, I gave back about $50 on my take profit accounts. I think I'm gonna lock out. Yeah, I'm gonna lock out for the end of the day. I have a flight to catch. I don't need to be sitting here messing around anymore. Alright, look like I not taking any trades on my, yeah, so here we are. I'm only up 255. I was up 300. This one I'm up 320, 255, 244. All right, so I'm already locked out for the day. And I'm just gonna go enjoy the rest of the day. I have a flight to catch. I'll be in Arizona tomorrow. Well, later today. So no trades on this PA account. We're taking the day off on it. And no trades on my personal. Actually, I do have a trade on my personal. I have the Bitcoin trade. I forgot about that. Let's see how that Bitcoin trade is doing. Bitcoin's negative. And looks like I'm stopped out. Yeah, I'm definitely stopped out. Alright, so take an L on the Bitcoin trade. Yeah, I'm down $82 right now. My stop is right here at the 33s. So we'll just let it play out. But NASDAQ is positive now. Still trying to hold up, but it's not back in the zone. And so there's no trades to be taken here.